don't like to complicate it.
Oh, we are here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wednesday night Keyboard Warriors Live. My name is Eddie Law. This is on the Keyboard Warriors Podcast Network. Welcome to the show. Come hang out. We appreciate you guys coming to hang out and shoot shit with us, talking some MMA, and of course joining me right on the fly, Mr. Fred Kirby. What's good?
What the fuck is going on, young blood?
Chilling, man. So, Jesse jumped on too. Look at that. Y'all should have at the nick of time. Jesse was good, dude.
Hey, what's going on?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We live.
Oh, okay. No. I know. That's cool. Real quick,
crazy racist.
I just wanted to throw it in in Fred's face. I told you Alistair would come through. And I gotta go because I'm packing for my trip for my anniversary for Vegas. So I'm gonna be gone tomorrow till Saturday. So just wanted to say what's up to everybody. And if anybody's in Vegas, hit me up. I'll be having fun.
All right, hey man, take care out there. Have fun, dude.
Yeah, and wear your fucking mask. What are you social distancing in fucking Vegas there, Jesus, or what?
No, why would I do that?
He's in Vegas. He can't. Oh, he's not in Vegas yet, but he's gonna be in Vegas.
Never mind. Go fuck yourself. Go catch the COVID. Don't watch the fight. Go fucking do whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead.
It's funny. He's gonna be closer to the fights than we are. He's still not gonna watch him.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Catch the fucking heebie-jeebies. What are you gonna be doing in Vegas? Fucking buying
with my wife? Well, I mean, if I was Fred, yeah, I'd be doing that. But couples massage, going to a movie, things like that. So anniversary stuff, Fred. Nothing you know about the opposite of what Fred Kirby would be doing for his anniversary.
You turn your nose up at the idea of a threesome with a whore, but you're going to get in couples massages?
Yeah.
Come on, don't be a pussy. Just go ahead and go all the way. Fuck the massage. Get your fucking balls massaged. Let the old lady get her fucking whatever she gets massaged, you know?
There you go.
Listen, you only live once. That's all I'm going to say. There's probably not a guy. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all think. More than likely, that's horse shit. Get it in while you can, boys.
And look, I mean, if we take the book, the good book, by its own word, we can fuck up our entire lives and then be forgiven at the end. Say sorry at the end and get it for free. So
there's nothing wrong with enjoying two women at one time. There's nothing immoral about that, as long as they're willing participants. It's a fucking beauty that God bestowed upon us. Just don't be fucking catching the COVID. That's the important part.
Yeah, dude, seriously, just be smart. That's it.
On that note, you heathens, peace out.
Later,
I'll
dude.
catch you guys next week.
All right, my drive.
Have fun, buddy. Be careful.
All right. Well, then shit. I didn't know he was going to Vegas. I knew his anniversary was coming up, but I didn't know he was going to Vegas for that shit.
One of the perks of being on the West Coast, huh?
Oh, dude, yeah, it's easy. For him, it's like probably like a 5-6 hour drive. For me, it's like 4.5. But I don't.
22.
You have to fly.
Change, yeah.
For you, like an hour and a half flight. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Welcome to the Keyboard Warriors Live. We're going to shoot the shit about some MMA real quick. All right. So this last weekend, of course, we had the Overeem fight. Throw up the fucking card real quick. There's like a lot of quick finishes in this one to start off. Oh no, that was sorry. I'm thinking Dana White Contender Series. I always fucking miss that show because I'm out. But all right.
Same.
First fight of the night, Hunter Zurich gets a decision win over Cole Smith. We figured that would happen. Then Viviana Araujo gets the decision win over Montana de la Rosa. Brian Kelleher with the first round submission, as he fucking should have anyway, against the last second replacement against Ray Rodriguez. Right. Andre Muniz, first round submission. Well, excuse me, over Bartosz Fabinski. Then this fight right here was a lot of fun. Miguel Pereira was pissed about getting fucked with at the fake weigh-ins, and so he went ahead. Did you saw this shit? I mean, am I the only one that saw him spit on his hand and then slap him, or did he just slap him?
I don't remember catching the spit. I
thought he did. My bad. I don't know.
He did some shit. Like I thought he was just kind of like pointing at it, fucking, letting them know that it's coming or whatever. I'm here for it. I enjoyed it. I will say, as opposed to some of his previous performances, he did look a bit more, how should I say, refined.
Yeah.
He looked like he was trying to conserve his gas tank a little bit. And quite frankly, if we're keeping it a bean, the cute cocksucker is explosive. He is accurate. He does got some skills. I don't think he's ever going to be one of those high-level sort of guys. I think somebody like fucking, Covington or Usman or hell, even fucking Tyron Woodley probably does whatever the fuck they want to do with this guy. But he's fun. He's entertaining. And if he controls his gas tank, he could possibly, cause some problems for some guys in the division. I enjoy him.
Yeah, no, it was a good one. It's always fun to watch that dude fight, but especially when, to me, it looked like he's spitting his hand and he slapped him. Immediately on Twitter, all the Diaz memes came out, which is cool.
The only problem with that is I'm not hip to the opponent. I'll keep it a beam.
No, you're right.
I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know who the fuck that other guy was. So it's like, he looked pretty good, but let's all chill. Let's let him do that to somebody we've heard of before.
Right, exactly. Then co-main event, Ovince St. Preux gets the second round TKO over Alonzo Menifield, and then does the Wakanda Forever, which I thought was probably the dopest part of the whole fight, as far as I was concerned. Because look, I mean, he did what we expected him to do, I think. But then Wakanda at the end, I was like, ooh, that was cool.
Yeah. Ovince St. Preux is fucking strange, man. Is it just me, or does he have overall? I was going to say his striking, but overall, a very awkward looking game.
He does.
The way he strikes, even the way he sort of grapples. I don't know. Something about, don't get me wrong. Clearly, it's fucking effective. But he always especially in his striking, he always seems like he overextends himself on his jabs. It all looks sloppy and awkward, yet it's very fucking effective. He's one of those sort of guys that sometimes you see him doing shit and you're like, well, that's not what they teach you to do in the gym. Right. But OSP's such a fucking fucking athlete that he's just able to get away with that shit and still knock you out moving backwards with was it a left hook, if I'm not mistaken? Mm-hmm. He's not a fucking lefty, is he? Like, so that's coming with not even the power hand, dog. He just, snuck him. And to be fair, that was, Alonzo Menifield's fucking shot at success. Yeah. So, OSP looks good, man. He's that sort of I don't know, where would I put OSP, man? He's that sort of guy. Like, I don't think he's ever going to fight for the title, but he's the type of dude that he's like a fucking a cowboy, like Cowboy Cerrone at 205. Like, he'll win these fucking fights because Alonzo Menifield is a fucking animal. Like, that's a tough fight. But OSP's still that good. Like, you gotta be, top 5 to beat OSP, and otherwise you just ain't gonna.
Right. So it's funny you mentioned Cowboy, because if we're looking at OSP's record, it's like win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. You know what I mean? Like, so he obviously beat Menifield, lost to Rothwell in May, beat Mikhail Oli, whoever the fuck your last name is, in September last year. Then 2 losses in a row to Nikita Krylov and Dominic Reyes, a win over Tyson Pedro. And it's like that. His entire career is like that. You know what I mean? So he just runs it like that. All right. But I'm with you. He's not going to fight for the title ever again. He got that one against John Jones. That was the title fight, right? Yeah, John Jones. That was it.
Yeah, I guess it was. It was a weird fight, though. I feel like, was the title on the line, or was that his coming back fight or something?
I think it was. I think title was in line, I think. And then everyone said, oh, he almost beat him. Well, almost didn't cut it. So, it was John Jones said he didn't take that fight serious, and that's why he didn't look great. So
he was also, that was after he was a fucking power lifter for a while, too. So,
All right, take some comments real quick before we take the main event here. Otis, what's up, dude? Says, who's your loser of the weekend, and how is it not Alonzo Menifield? How is it not Alonzo Menifield?
I mean, he's definitely took an L. Like, this was definitely his time to shine, and losing to OSP really puts him fucking behind the 8 ball. So I ain't got nobody that really jumps out beyond that far as it goes.
Right. He says Alonzo should go down and wait. All that muscle slows him down. Agreed.
Yeah.
Dude, check this out. OSP versus Anthony Smith is the next fight. If Anthony Smith don't retire, I'm not mad at that fight, because look, I hate to say, the last 2-3 fights that Anthony Smith's gotten, he had a good chance of winning. Or he had you looked at the fight like he could win that, and I can say that about this fight too, and then he'll probably fuck it up.
Bro, I think it's just me, but like I think Anthony Smith, his highlight was the Ozdemir and the Gustafsson fight.
Right.
I think OSP thunderstrikes Anthony Smith. Just my personal opinion, but like I think OSP finishes Anthony. But good fight, though. good fight though. That is a good matchup for right now. Real good fight.
On paper, I like the matchup, but it's just every time we give one of these on paper is a good one for Anthony Smith. He fucks it up in the actual execution of it. Just my opinion. All right, Aaron says Fred has a game face on tonight. That's all. That's the same face as always, dude. And then Otis says, "Who's your winner of the weekend, and how's it not Mikel Pereira for that entertaining, dominant performance? He looked good. He looked good. You can't hate on it."
Usually, I'm not necessarily on board with Otis with the winner and the loser of the weekend, but yeah, that's a good point. He I think he came out of the weekend looking the best. I mean, we're about to talk about the main event, and Overeem got a win, and it's number 47 for fuck's sake. So, just to kind of skip and jump. Yeah, yes, Otis, I agree with you. I think he did come out of the weekend looking the most impressive, and I'll get around to my reason why, because I wasn't very impressed with fucking Alistair Overeem's win. Again. Right. I'm impressed that he's still getting wins this far in the game. Right. And heavyweight isn't extremely deep. It's not as shallow as everybody thought. There's some talent there, but it's shallow enough that the Reem proved that, on any given night, he can still kind of compete with the top 5, at least top 10 for sure. That being said, I don't want to get too fucking crazy with this. We've seen Overeem in title shots and number 1 contender fights. I mean, I don't think he's fixing to go on some sort of crazy fucking late career run. He's just a tough guy, man. He's a grizzled veteran. It took him 5 rounds to get Sakai out of there. All due fucking respect to him. It ain't like he just came out and fucking Uber-reamed him in the first round. I don't know what you do with Overeem. I suppose you give him a bigger fight. Like I said, heavyweight's still kind of shallow, so throw him in there with a name or whatever. But, yeah. Heavyweight's a little sexy right now. John Jones might be moving up. We got Stipe being the GOAT. Like, Alistair's going to need a little more than this and something a little more impressive as far as it goes to really kind of get some juice in his battery.
Hey, look, man, what I liked about the performance overall, I mean, and I said it before the fight, I said, I don't know if Sakai is the right guy to take going there against Reem based solely, completely on experience. The experience that Overeem had on Sakai was so massive. I didn't like the fight for Sakai whatsoever. I understand taking it and why he took it. It's a big name to take on. But, I mean, shit. Reem, and it's funny because DC pointed it out repeatedly. The takedown that he did, that single leg drag back over, where he grabs a single leg and he drops on his own back to drag him over. The wrong way to do that shit. But he did it twice and it worked. And then, just on top, just play the game. And drop some nasty fucking elbows on Sakai into that fight. So the Reem still got it. I don't know if he could do that against the top 5 guys, but regardless, even he was talking about the end's coming. The end is coming for him. Do you think he has another title shot, like a run in there?
I mean, again, heavyweight's kind of shallow. I fucking doubt it. Maybe. I mean, listen. The lovely thing about MMA is who the fuck knows?
Right.
I buried Arlovsky when he was fucking losing to shitbirds in Poland. And next thing I know, he was in the UFC a cut hair away from getting a title shot. I fucking doubt it. But, look, here's the reality, right? He's 2 wins away.
Yeah.
He's 2 good wins away. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck happened in his last fight, but let's just say he's 1-0 right now. Let's say I forget who he fought. I don't even know what the fuck happened. But let's say he's 1-0 in the heavyweight division. You win 2 more against slightly credible names. You go on a 3-0 run in the heavyweight division, and you're Alistair Overeem. It's not implausible that he gets a title shot. Now, that being said, I fucking doubt it. I assume that eventually he runs into a fucking Ngannou or a Curtis Blades. Like, he probably don't win 2 more fights as far as it fucking goes. So, I mean, I doubt it. But, far as it being close to the end for him, a fucking course it is. Alistair Overeem is one of, if not the the oldest veteran in the game. Who's fighting right now, current MMA? And don't fucking pull out your fucking Trevor Shitbirds from LFA or whatever, the dude that's got 300 fights and he's a fucktard. I mean, guys that are high level, that have fought in fucking championships, real high level guys. Does Alistair Overeem have the most fights of any guy competing in high-level MMA right now? Bellator, again, don't pull out no shitbirds from one, but names that we would notice type guys. I mean, Alistair's got 60, 70 fights? I guess there's the one Who's the one fucking prick? Ain't the one dude that's got the Ezekiel chokes? That old white dude.
Olenek?
No, Olenek got a fuckload of fights too. I know there's a couple guys, but I know Alistair's up there, man. I mean, he's fucking got more fights than goddamn near anybody.
Almost, right? I don't know why I thought Fedor, but Fedor's only got like 48 fights, I think. Only 48 fights.
Right.
Overeem's 47 and 18. Jesus Christ.
And bro, that's MMA.
That's MMA.
He's got at least 10, 20 kickboxing fights. What the fuck?
Way more.
And right, I'm just being conservative.
Right. That's insane.
Like high level shit. So yeah, I mean, Alistair Overeem is, you know, if not the, at the very least, one of the, you know, most veteran fighters in the game right now. Nobody has more fighting experience than Alistair Overeem. Not many at the very least. Maybe one or two dudes, but not many.
Olenek is 59 and 14, so he might have him.
There you go. But still, nonetheless, by a cunt hair. I mean, you know,
not much. It's not much.
Alistair Overeem has a fucking well of experience, and he has most certainly got to be on his last limb. I mean, if he does got a fucking title run, he better get on it right the fuck now.
Right. And number 5 ranked right here, we have Derek Lewis, Rosenstruik, Curtis Blades, and Ngannou above him. And I doubt Stipe. I mean, Stipe's already talking about going to boxing and shit, you know, for whatever reason, which honestly good for him. But
you know what?
You're right.
Hold on, slow down.
Yeah,
you know what? Not fucking good for him. Can I just say that fucking something about Stipe bugs the fuck out of me? And it pains me to say that because he's an Ohio boy, you know, from Cleveland. Like, you know, a big part of me really wants to root for him, but he bugs the shit out of me for some reason. Man. This sort of, I don't know. He does have a bit of an entitled attitude for the amount of you know, pay-per-views he sells and fucking media fucking that he engages. Like, he kind of walks like, look, don't get me wrong. He's the most winning heavyweight champion of all time. He deserves that sort of credit. But he also, like, go to boxing. Motherfucker, who do you think you are? I mean, let's keep it a bean here. Like, Conor went to boxing because he could. Do you like go to boxing and box who, Stipe? Do you think that Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua or any of those guys, like, reality check, homeboy, you ain't famous enough. Those guys would fight Francis Ngannou before they would fight you, and that means something. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but newsflash, bro. You need new representation or something. You're going to go box. No, you're not, because they don't want you, because you don't bring nothing to the table. Why the fuck would fucking Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury box you, Stipe? You ain't bringing no sort of pay-per-views to the table, and they're going to beat the fuck out of you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Bro, you've got dropped by Overeem, JDS. Like, all of our decent boxers in MMA have put fucking DC knocked you out, and he's a wrestler. You want to box? Are you fucking high? Like, I like you and all, Stipe, but you want to box again? Who? Mike Tyson?
Look, and you're right. In boxing, they don't. Here's the difference. And honestly, in MMA, they're starting to do the same thing. But in boxing, it's very much who are you bringing with you to watch them buy these fucking pay-per-views. They're not going to make a fight just because you're really good, right? Stipe might be a really good boxer. Doesn't matter. Just like you said, who are you bringing? What are you bringing to the table? Nothing, right?
And the reality is, he's not that great of a boxer. Just to be fair, at least with the Conor fight, you had two things. A, Conor was a fucking champion who was knocking motherfuckers out, like everybody, up to that point. And B, most importantly, he was a huge crossover star. To be fair, Stipe isn't exactly knocking everybody out. And even when he does get some knockouts, again, let me not take away from our heavyweight champion. He's a bad motherfucker. But I just think he sounds a little, I don't know, delusionally entitled to assume that he's going to go get a boxing match. Like, bro, I don't know who you think you are, but Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder aren't looking to box you. Like, they're just not. Again, if anything, Francis Ngannou would be the sort of, like, that would be the sexy boxing match that might cross over and sell. And that says more about your personality, Stipe, than a guy that you've beat would still sell more than you against a heavyweight boxing champion right now. You better wake the fuck up. Worry about promoting your brand in our sport before you start. I don't want to fight Francis. That's boring. I want to box. You better wake up. You better go out there and knock Francis the fuck out. And all due respect to your first win, I ain't talking about holding him down. You want to box with Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury? You better go knock Francis the fuck out first, and then maybe you could call out one of them, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. All right, get some more comments on the way here. Kelleher on his way up with that round 1 submission. Who's next for the best rapper in MMA? Oh, Jesus. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Mazdak says Alistair is a legend. Agreed. He beat the 2 biggest prospects in heavyweight and Sergey Pavlovich, who's actually ranked, and Augustus Sakai. Hey, he's definitely a legend. He definitely did beat 2 good prospects. But that top 5's a motherfucker, man. But I'm with you. Legend all the way. Head kick, what's up, brother? Araujo looks great at 125 too. Finally, flyweight working itself out. Yeah, itself out of the fucking UFC. I think Dana's just looking for waiting for an excuse. They're just barely hanging on, in my opinion. What's up, Mason? Reem versus Lewis or Biggie Boy rematch?
I love the Reem versus Lewis fight.
Yeah,
I love that fight. It could get a little weird. You know how they've both been known to have some weirdy sort of like boring fights when they weren't supposed to be type shit. But all things considered, Reem versus fucking Derek Lewis should be fantastic.
I'm with you. Reem has over 12 plus KO losses in his career because he got in, took chances. He can still make a run, but can't take any big shots. He almost got put away by Harris. Right. But that dude just knows how to fucking survive at this point. But at heavyweight, it happens.
Yeah.
Let's see. Looking forward to Kenzie Gano's debut on Bellator this weekend. That's right. She fights. Who's she fighting?
Who the fuck knows? It's Bellator. It's interesting though to see if she could possibly fucking, get in there and maybe fucking fight. They can get somebody to fight Cyborg for fuck's sake.
She could have fought 145 here or in the UFC. I mean,
I know.
And they cut her. I'm still like, what the fuck? Anyway, Jesse told me to stay away from Vegas, and he's checking into Vegas before me. What the fuck? Yeah, Jesse's full of shit. That's why.
He's a sneaky prick that way.
Yeah, he's full of shit. Hey, either way, if you go to take your ass to Vegas, be fucking careful, please. We don't want losing people to fucking COVID. We already have a limited number of viewers as it is. And we don't want you dead. Excellent points, Fred. Stipe is definitely not bringing any new eyes to the sport. 100%.
I mean, it's just true.
Ooh, what about this? Shields versus Nunes is the only MMA boxing I want to see. Would now, Nunes bring?
Do you mean Nunes going over and boxing Clarissa Shields? Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, hold up. Wait, real quick. Both ways, because I think Shields was saying some shit like, "Give me some time to train. I'll go over there too." I think that's what she said. I remember.
I'm starting to grow tired of this.
Yeah.
Because it's like, don't get me wrong, I do like that. And if Clarissa Shields actually did it, and they got that done, and they've done one boxing match and one MMA match, I would be fucking here for it.
Mm.
But I feel like, bro, we know what happens, right? We know that Clarissa Shields thumps on Amanda Nunes in the ring. I mean, again, maybe she lands a Connor, but again, it's like people have got to understand the major differences. Like, these are different sports, dog. Like, boxing is one component of, like fucking 40 components in MMA.
Yep.
And even, again, it's not like I'm explaining anything to anybody, but even if your boxing is good in MMA, you've got to understand that shit does not translate to a boxing ring. In MMA, you're able to land your hands because of the threat of takedowns, because of the threat of leg kicks. The distance is different. All these sort of things. It's a whole different ball of wax. Now, again, don't mean you might not be an all right boxer. It doesn't mean that Amanda Nunes couldn't decide to start boxing and over the course of a few years work her way up to a Clarissa Shields and maybe then do something. But to think she's going to just hop in the ring with Clarissa Shields, she's going to get fucking worked. She might be okay for a round or two, land a couple shots here and there, but once the fucking going gets tough, she's getting worked. And to be fair, when they get in that cage, same jive. Amanda Nunes might try to fuck around for a minute. The first time she gets tagged, she's getting a takedown, and the fight's going to be not even fair. Amanda Nunes will move right to mount. She'll beat the piss out of her, and then she'll either break her arm or choke her, do whatever. She'll have whatever way. So it's like, don't get me wrong. On one hand, I don't want to be a party pooper. That would be hella dope. But then again, like, don't we all know? I mean, shout out to fucking who was the prick? James Toney. Shout out to James Toney. He fucking gave it a whirl. Randy Couture fucking ankle picked him from across the goddamn cage. Fucking dove over there like Batman, tripped him up, hopped on him, and that was the end of that. You know, Conor went over and boxed Floyd. We all thought Conor had a chance. He landed one uppercut, and I fucking halfway jizzed in my panties. At the end of the day, he got fucking worked in there. I mean, it fucking is what it is. These crossover fights just, you know, they're cute on paper, but
he got wrecked. Yeah. No, and again, it's not every day that you get a following the way that that Conor, you know, has, right? He brought it to the table you're talking about. So you're not going to get that from just anybody. And Nunes has a chance and everything. And again, it's let's be honest, it's not like not a lot of people know who Clarissa Shields is anyway.
That's
true.
What I'm saying? Only as hardcores are really,
right.
Even that is, you know, Clarissa Shields is kind of a pretty rare name. Female boxing just isn't very big in general
at all. So you kind of wish it was, but you know,
right. It's not.
Yeah, let's see. Conor was at his peak. Mystic Mac, all that great presence on stage. Mayweather didn't have to work to sell it, and that's why Mayweather took the fight because he knew he had to sell it.
And make no mistake about it, dog. That shit was special.
Hell yeah!
Like Floyd and Conor, like you can hate those cats as much as you want to, but that shit was perfect.
Yep.
I mean, it was perfect. They both were brash. They both were cocky, arrogant. One was white, one was black, Irish, American. I mean, both it's one thing to be kind of a big star in your sport. It's another to be the star in your sport. Conor was our guy and Floyd was their guy. Like I like Deontay, I like Tyson Fury, I like Lomachenko. We all love John Jones. We like DC, blah, blah, but at the end of the day, dog, Conor McGregor is that dude for MMA. And like it, love it, or hate it, Floyd is still that guy in boxing. If Floyd laces his gloves up tomorrow, it does bigger than anything. Much as it pains me to say that, if Floyd laces the gloves up tomorrow and fights Manny Pacquiao or whoever the fuck, it does fucking 2 million pay-per-view buys, dog. Floyd's still the fucking king. So that sort of thing will never happen again. Not for fucking Stipe, you know, not for Clarissa Shields. Like, that sort of shit. Y'all, we got to keep in perspective.
Honestly,
that was lightning in a bottle, dog.
Honestly, not for John Jones.
No, nobody. If Francis boxed Deontay, that would be fun. But make no mistake about it, it wouldn't be a pimple on the ass of what Maymack was. No. I mean, some of y'all might not have been fucking outside for that one, but that shit was special.
No,
I still can't really believe it happened. Low key, like looking back on it, it's fucking amazing that it even actually fucking happened. It's chaos.
It's lightning in a bottle, just like you said.
For sure.
All right. Stipe's boxing is better than Francis. Francis, however, is more dangerous. I'd agree with that. As far as like boxing go, like just hands, I'm with you.
Possibly.
I wouldn't be interested in buying a boxing pay-per-view with Stipe being in the main event. Just like we said, neither would many other people. It's all been talk as far as creating a crossover fight. Nothing's happened since Conor Mayweather, right? Nope.
Nothing big.
Nothing. I can't think of anyone that went over there and boxed that anyone heard of.
Probably somebody, whatever.
Yeah, but nobody of notice. Note.
Yeah, no real names.
Right. I agree with Gem City. The MMA boxing crossovers are interesting to talk about. We all know the result. Shields has been training. She was 5. Nunes has no business being in there, right?
And that's not even a knock on Amanda Nunes. It's like you said, man, Shields has been boxing her whole life, and it's a whole different sport. Like, again, it might be slightly competitive for a round or two, but after that, Shields is going to get to work on Amanda Nunes. And there just ain't no sense in her really taking that sort of a beating for what?
Shit, watch her get knocked the fuck out. It ruins her chin.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, and for what? For all of us to go, oh, well, because she couldn't box with the greatest female boxers of all fucking time.
Right. I mean, even for and I hate keep talking about it, but even for Maymack, like we all kind of knew what was gonna happen, but Loki, like deep down in your gut, you were holding hope because end of the day, it was like he was our McGregor was the MMA guy. He was our guy no matter how you felt about him. He was our guy, so you were hoping that he was gonna throw some crazy shit and catch him. We just knew it wasn't gonna happen.
And again, yes, like I don't want to keep talking about this either, but
yeah.
You have to remember what Conor was doing at that time. Dog, for all you youngins that was not outside, when Conor starts Jose Aldo, I mean, man, look, I know you're a big sports fan, Eddie. I know you watch like football, basketball, and I grew up watching all those sports.
Yeah.
MMA completely engulfed my love, or should I say rather, it snuffed out my love for other sports.
Sure.
Because it's so good. Like, there are moments in this sport that after it happens, I'm fucking high. And that when Conor starts Jose Aldo, bro, with one punch, it's that sort of shit that when he's going in to fight Floyd Mayweather, where all logic says he ain't got a snowball's chance of hell, you still think back to where he really didn't have a snowball's chance of hell with Jose going into that fight. And not only did he win, but he won in 13 seconds with one fucking punch. Boom. When like, that's the sort of shit that Stipe needs. If he's not going to be very brash, he needs sort of wow moments. Yeah. Like when he does fight John Jones, boom, sleeping. First 3 seconds of the fight, John's fucking stiff as a board. Then all of a sudden, it might be like, yo, Stipe, who the fuck wants that Stipe smoke now? Like, I hate to be such a crybaby, but it's like, you need that sort of like, again, it's easy to make fun of Conor now for getting choked out by fucking Khabib. But y'all forget when he was winning and the way he was winning, it built a fucking real sort of mystique, man.
You could probably find a number somewhere of how much the UFC jumped in worth based off those performances. So, something you got to look at for sure. All right, switching subjects here. How do you guys see Israel versus Costa fight going? First of all, the buildup is hilarious. I'm enjoying every part of this buildup. Costa put out this video. One of his training partners was running from him, saying that's what Izzy was going to do. And he tried to hop the fucking fence and shit. And Costa was pulling on him. As stupid as it was, I laughed. It was pretty good. I'm enjoying the buildup. Definitely enjoying the buildup.
I will say, man, this is a fantastic fight.
Absolutely. Oh, the style's nice.
And I always say this. You know why I love this fight so much? Because I got no idea who's going to win.
Exactly.
I would assume, like most people, that I think Izzy's going to win. I think Izzy's the heir apparent. I think he's our new Anderson Silva. I think he's that good. I think he lives in the Matrix. I think he can outstrike Paulo Acosta. I think he can avoid that one big punch. I think Izzy has a lot more options and weapons to win this fight. Right. But Izzy is hittable, as is everybody. Even Anderson, as great as he was in his prime, got thunderstruck. Like, shit does happen. And Paulo Acosta, if nothing, hits like a fucking Mack truck. It's interesting, right? You know what this fight reminds me of? And I just not thought about this. You know what this fight reminds me of? This fight is the younger generation's version of Anderson Silva, Vitor Belfort. Is it not? Is that not like Paulo Costa is very Vitor Belfort-esque?
He is, yeah.
All he needs is
warms.
He's got fast hands. Yeah. He ain't gonna take you down. He ain't gonna wrestle you. He's got a little jiu-jitsu, but really we know exactly, and he only needs one. Yeah. And then you got Izzy, who we know isn't really a power striker. We know he's gonna be bobbing and weaving and shucking and jiving.
He's an assassin.
And I say that because going into the Anderson Vitor fight, I was a massive Anderson fan, and I was nervous. I thought Vitor was going to win that fight because Anderson shucks and jives too much, and I thought he was going to play around and he was going to get Chris Weidman in that one.
Right.
But he was on his shit, and we all know what happened. Does that happen here? I have the same vibe. I think Izzy should win. I think he's the better fighter, but there's a part of me that feels like Paulo's going to land that shot and knock him the fuck out when he's fucking doing his horse shit.
Yeah.
But does Izzy come in there fucking fully focused because he knows how dangerous he is? And does he pull some bullshit like that? Does he land the crazy 360 roundhouse kick that knocks Paulo out? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say that I think Izzy pulls the Anderson Silva, but I'm fucking nervous.
See, now that you mentioned that, I remember that Vitor fight, and I had picked Vitor to win that fight, dude. I remember watching that shit, and then when they stood in front of each other and didn't move, I remember going, Vitor, fucking move. Because as we all know, you give Anderson Silva time to set up his shot, he's going to fucking take it. None of us thought he was going to do a fucking front kick to the goddamn face and knock him out, though. And Izzy is fully fucking capable of doing some shit like that. So it'd be in Costa's interest to not fucking stand in front an accurate assassin the way Izzy is. So, yeah, I don't know who to pick on this one.
And I can see him doing it. As far as
right, me too.
I can see him standing right there, just kind of waiting to land that one big shot.
Yeah, I do.
If Izzy finishes him in the same way, front kick,
dude,
boom,
you know how fast the gifs would be on fucking Reddit and on Twitter of just side to side comparisons if you did the exact same thing? That'd be insane.
It might not be the worst strategy.
Well, be smart.
I'm no fucking Luke Thomas. I'm not breaking down the film here, but I can envision fucking Paulo's hands being a little wide and fucking Izzy's skinny little leg now seeming right down the fucking go there. Pick up right in the old fucking chin.
That'd be insane, man. Tony picked the worst guy to fight against Couture. Oh, when fucking what's his name? The boxer came over. James Tony. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, I misspelled. That's why I came fucking my memory up. Well, James Tony came over and fought him.
He told me what time it was. He was like, "Oh yeah, we got a guy for you to fight. We got a guy for you to fight. An old white guy, no problem. An old white guy."
Yeah. He's been fighting forever. Yeah. Mason says one of Floyd's prospects died yesterday. Danny Gonzalez signed with TMT at 18 years old, shot in cold blood. Rest in peace. Damn.
That sucks.
Dude, how many of these stories we gotta hear in fucking boxing? These kids getting fucked up like that, though. We hear it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Fucking crazy.
That's bad.
Rest in peace, man. For real. Drew the youngin's in the house. If y'all didn't catch him, he went live for the first time as far as an MMA show on Tuesday. So hey, congrats, bro. Hey, welcome to the show, doc. Wrestling to MMA is easier than boxing to MMA. Yes.
Yeah, yes. Most certainly.
Yes. You can be a wrestler.
I don't think there's no debate for that anymore. No. We know that the best sort of base is a wrestling base.
Right. And another good point: easier to striking than grappling. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I did it backwards, and it's a motherfucker. All right. Sorry, Fred. I want Overeem to wreck everyone. I have him as my champion in UFC 4. # one more run. What's up, Woods?
Listen, I wouldn't hate it. I just find it highly fucking unlikely at this point in the game. Although, again, heavyweight squirrely, man, and Overeem does got, the most experience of any fucking fighter fighting. So it wouldn't be terribly surprising.
I'm telling you. Okay. Rachel Ostovich was GM Vizani on November 28th. Okay.
I mean, listen, I'm always down for Miss Ostovich.
Somebody made a fucking joke. They were like, loser goes home, and then so does the winner. Like, that's fucked up. Why do people hate Rachel so goddamn much? Like, I guess she's not a world beater, but fuck.
Yeah, I know. People just like to fucking hate, though, especially on Twitter. Bunch of crybabies.
Aaron says the Mayweather vs. Conor boxing match was the most fun Vegas has ever been. It was one of the best 3-day weekends ever.
I can only imagine.
I honestly avoid Vegas. Not that I go often anyway, but I honestly avoid Vegas whenever Conor's going to be there because it just I'm not a big crowd guy. I know Aaron is. Aaron loves crowds. I can't stand crowds. So whatever. But I'll take your word for it, dude. All right. Monier Lazez must see versus David Zawada on October 17th. No idea who Lazez is, but I'm gonna write it down now. So
okay, yeah. I'm not hip either, but Otis says it's must see. I take his fucking word for it.
There you go. Vegas attends everywhere was insane. Nice.
It was Vegas.
My 7-year-old is a published author.
Hey,
early dog. Do you think?
Fucking congratulations.
Yeah, Amanda
Ooh. Now that's a good fucking fight.
Dude, they keep throwing prospects at Carlos Esparza. Fucking why?
Well, but this one's different though too. I think Amanda Rivas fucking ties old Carl up like a fucking pretzel. I like that. So. I like that.
I'm sick of Esparza.
I think that's the softball for Amanda. Like,
yeah, maybe.
I think she's fucking good.
People say Conor's a bad fighter. Shake my head. Lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov. I don't think anyone. Let's be real. Anyone saying that Conor's a bad fighter either hasn't watched him or just hates him for whatever reason. That's the only because even like I'll tell you, and I'm a big Nate Diaz fan, and I'm still telling you, Conor McGregor is a motherfucker, man. I love watching Conor. Dude's great.
He's just very polarizing,
right?
Like people be like, he sucks, or he's the greatest thing. Like,
right? Very few in the middle.
He's a very, very good fighter. And listen, to be fair. The verdict is still out on Conor McGregor on how great he really is. You're right. Up to this point, he's got one loss to Nate Diaz, which he fucking rectified, being as close as it might have been.
Right.
And one loss to Khabib. Let's see how things go. He's not competing a lot right now. If he actually, COVID goes away and he competes 3 times next year and he actually fucking, we don't know exactly what's happening with Conor yet. Up to this point, I would call Conor, at least his in-cage performances, he's a very, very good fighter. Not great, but he can still be great. He can still come back and beat Khabib. I mean, his book is not written yet, not at all. But yeah, to say he's trash or not good, you're just being an asshole. I mean, like you love him or hate him, the fucking guy's very, very good.
Yeah. I think I think the one knock people having is Conor. I mean, obviously the polarizing apart that on the side is that he never defended a belt. You know what I mean? And I think if he had that where he won the 145 belt, the 155 belt, and he defended it a handful of times, you could have that greatness talk. But right now, I'm with you. We don't know yet.
Yeah, still do it, I don't want to make this the fucking Conor McGregor show, and that's a very fair point. He didn't defend the belt, but if we're being fair, he went and boxed Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
He didn't really sit it out afterwards. He fucking went and took the opportunity of a fucking lifetime, and then he came back and fought fucking Khabib, and he lost. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, you got to take chances, man. Life's short. I'm looking forward to that. Amanda Ribas versus Sparsa fight. Yep, me too. Cosmetic Kimmy Evers, Gerald Mearshart, September 19th. That's a fun one.
Well, listen, let's talk about that for a moment, because what's interesting about that is they're already lining up. Supposedly, there's a fight with Damian Maia at the end of this. If he beats Gerald Mearshart, I guess the rumor is that fucking Chimiha, whatever the fuck the fucking Swedish prick, that he'll get a fight with Damian Maia. Now, I find all this to be very interesting. I like this fucking guy. But let's see what happens with fucking Gerald Mearshart for starters. That's a tough fight. That's who he should be fighting.
Yeah.
Let's say he does come out and smash him. I don't give a fuck. I still think Damian Maia is way too much. And I, for one, hope old Kazmat does smash him so he can get Damian Maia. And boy, have I never been on a train more hard. I think Damian Maia is going to wrap that Swedish little prick up like a fucking burrito. And I can't fucking wait for it.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun to watch.
Careful what you do.
Right. All right. Izzy, I think it's what's up, Jason? Izzy, I think it's a KO late or wins by decision. Great event, also agreed. Magomed Ankalaev against Ian Cutelaba October 24th. Anytime Ian fights, always fun to watch.
Listen, if they don't fucking get it together this time, they can fuck off with that fight. If fucking test positive for COVID again, he needs to just go ahead and fucking
cut it. Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Izzy all the way, in my opinion, says Gods. Drew says, do we have a November 7th main event? Right now, I think it's still listed as that Ian Heinisch fight against Brandon Allen. So probably not. I doubt it'll be a main event. Let's see. Oh, shit. Sean says, I think Eraser puts him down. Okay. It's possible.
Yeah, it's very possible, man. It really is.
Yeah. Julia Avila versus Sijara Eubanks September 12th. That's this weekend.
That's a good fight.
So, yep. Just on Josh Kagan October 17th. We talked about that. Yep.
Love that.
I see a very what's that amusement? Oh, Brando. Brando got put in Twitter jail for a little bit, but he'll be back. I see very loose and Zero de Asanya. The Silva Belfort comparisons on point. I see just a little show from Izzy, but fireworks after he shuts out Costa in the 4th.
I hope. I tell you what, boy, I am real fucking excited for this fight, man, because this is a big one for Izzy.
Right. Hey, if I remember when Gaslam had Stylebender in trouble.
Yeah, and that's a good point. I mean, but I'll say this: I think that Gaslam's technical boxing ability is very underrated. I think that Kelvin Gastelum is a better boxer than Boronchina. I think Boronchina's got more raw power, but I think just standing there and throwing those things, just because Kelvin's a little fucking flabby and can't make weight, and listen, fucking Mexicans got them fucking hands in their blood, man. I think Kelvin. I think the success that Kelvin had with Stylebender is more of a testament to how good Kelvin is as a boxer. Kelvin's a good fucking boxer, man. He's got fast fucking hands and he's crafty and like, you know what I mean? Like he's a really, really good boxer. So, but that being said, Boronchina's got that fucking one-shot kill power. Like, you know, we have seen Izzy get punched. And I guess the point for that is very relevant. I guess that's a good question, you know, because let's be honest now, we you know, a couple good knockouts and we do start getting a little wild. Yeah. Boronchina's got power, but you know, he's no fucking prime Vanderlei or prime Fedor. And maybe I'm mistaken, maybe he is, but you know, can Izzy take a shot from him? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's necessarily out of the question. Izzy, because if Izzy can take a couple shots from him and he don't go down, I think Boronchina's in real big trouble. Like, if Boronchina can't knock him out and he's going to have to land like 7 or 8 of those, because I'll put. Could Boronchina and will Boronchina probably hit Izzy at some point in this fight? Yes. Mm-hmm. But will it only take 1 and will he drop? That's the question. If he needs 5 or 6 to drop him, he's fucked.
I'm confident in Gastelum landing combos on Izzy. He's that good. I'm not confident in Costa landing combos on Izzy.
Right. I agree. I do think he can land 1. The question is, can Izzy eat 1,
eat it,
dance around, and still, and if he can do that, it's going to be a long night for Boronchina. When he connects, he needs Izzy's ass to hit the canvas. If he hits Izzy and Izzy don't drop, even if he stumbles, if he gets away and they're able to keep going, rut row. Like, that's not no good, man. That's not no good.
Agreed. Costa's a dog, man. Izzy's lucky the fight isn't at the apex. Costa cuts off the cage very well and throws great combos. Goes to the body a lot. It will be a good fight. Right.
It's good point. That's a good point. A smaller cage would fuck him a little bit.
Oh, it'd be bad. Luckily, it's in Fight Island, I think.
Hey.
So. All right. Even Iman Broken says even pro wrestling to MMA is easier than boxing to MMA. You're probably right. Overeem with the sledgehammer one more time. That'd be dope. Let's see what else we got here. A lot of people talking about Hebus versus Carla still hoping.
Yeah, it's a good fight.
Conor versus winner of Tony versus Dustin. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, no. I mean, it almost has to be something like that, as far as it goes.
Right. All right. Here we go. He was touching on one of our next subjects, guys. Nick's comeback, just Wolf rumors or whatever. A lot of I don't know if you guys follow. I forgot his name, but he's one of basically the like physical trainer kind of guy. You know, does their workouts, does their recovery stuff like that. It's Body by Jose. BBJ is what he calls himself on Instagram. And they're putting up lots of videos of Nick, working. He's working, getting ready, getting in shape. He looks phenomenally in shape. He looks like a welterweight now. So there's that. And seems to be doing a lot of training with Nate. So that's good. I think it's for real. I think he's really trying to come back. It's just the one question is against who, right? And the name is circling the most that I've heard, I don't know about you, is Robbie Lawler. The Robbie Lawler rematch. Right?
I'm fucking here for it. I think it's going to happen. I don't know about the Robbie Lawler rematch. I think that's a great fucking fight as far as it fucking goes. But I do think that Nick Diaz is coming back for sure. Yeah. I never thought that he would never fight again.
Right.
And this makes perfect sense. He's starting to get a bit long in the tooth. He's going to make the comeback. Now's the time. He needs at least another fight or two, come back in, make another million or two. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I have no doubt. I think for sure at some point, 2021, early 2021, we see Nick Diaz fight. Now, again, the question becomes who. I think it will be at 170. Will it be Robbie Lawler for nostalgic value? I think if they throw the right dollar at him, he'll do that for sure.
Yeah.
Or do we try to give him a name and get him back in the mix? Does he get the winner of like Colby Covington, Tyron Woodley? Do you throw him right back in there? Personally, I think Robbie Lawler is the fight to make. It's also a very winnable fight or at least to see where the fuck Nick is at in the game. That's right now, because it's been a long look. I love Nick Diaz, and I always thought he was underrated, where most people thought he was overrated. But it's been a long time since he's been in full-on action. And as much as I fucking love Nick, and I think he's a goddamn absolute dog, It's been a long time since he's been cracked in the face by somebody like Robbie Lawler. So I think that's a perfect fight for him to kind of jump back in there and see exactly, can he really swim with these young boys still?
Look, man, I'm all for seeing Nick against Lawler just to see where he's at. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are saying, "Oh, give him the winner of Woodley Covington." I'm like, whoa, relax. Off the bat, two crazy wrestlers that are strong as shit too. Like I want to see what Nick has first. And Robbie Lawler coming off a loss against Neil Magny in a fight where Nick's not going to be taking him down anyway. They're both going to stand. It's going to be fun, and we can see what they're both at. But I'm more interested to see what Diaz has. And I say we go that fight first, and then we can start talking about bringing him back into the mix. We'll see.
And you know what's crazy about it is, I obviously that fight is not the main event of a pay-per-view, but I tell you what, boy, that's a good main event for a fight night. I mean, listen,
really good.
And I truly mean this. Usually I'm being fucking an ass. All due respect to Angela Hill and Michelle Waterson, the main event of that's this weekend, right?
Michelle Hill, yeah,
Michelle. Nick Diaz, Robbie Lawler, all day, twice on Sunday. And I again, make no mistake about it. I love Angela Hill, Michelle Waterson. A lot of people are like, oh my god. And, side note, all you motherfuckers out there that are saying this was a worse fight than what was the one? Fucking Jessica I and
whoever that was,
Calvillo.
Yeah,
you're fucking out of your mind.
Seriously,
out of your mind.
Nothing beats that awful fight.
That at this fight, Angela Hill and Michelle Waterson is going to be fun.
Hell yeah.
I bet my left nut. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be competitive. There's going to be striking. Somebody's going to bleed. It's going to be a bad motherfucker. I have no doubt about that for sure. I'm just making the point that even as fun as I do find that fight, if you made Robbie Lawler, Nick Diaz a main event of one of those cards, bro, it's going to do numbers. It's going to do numbers. Like that's a good fight for one of these fight night cards. And quite frankly, the fight night cards, the main events, fucking even Overeem and fucking Sakai, bro, you can replace that with Nick Diaz, Robbie Lawler all day long. And we would have been happy as fucking larks.
Shit, first of all, you need to make that fight at the Apex. Don't be sending those guys to fucking Abu Dhabi for any reason, all right? That's a fight. Stand up like that is way more fun than a smart cage. But, dude, make it in a fight night where you don't have to pay pay-per-view. You don't think the Diaz Army shows up? You're going to get everybody watching. So
everybody.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Brando says, I've been off Twitter all day. Who else here is joining Diego Sanchez's army, getting Hari Krishna haircuts and calling Joshua Fabia the new Messiah? If you guys didn't see, apparently Diego Sanchez was following people back on Twitter, and it went from Sanchez being the laughing stock and the weird picture, the shirtless picture in the hotel with his coach and all the weird shit, to all of a sudden everyone is kissing Diego's ass to try and get a follow from him. That is, I think, what Brando was talking about. That shit was hilarious.
MMA Twitter is wild as fuck.
It's weird.
Dog. Like, first off, Diego is a fucking warrior and a legend in this sport.
Yep.
And would beat the dog piss out of me even at his accelerated age in the sport.
Yep.
But he's out of his fucking mind. All due respect, Diego fucking Sanchez ain't played with a full deck since that first season of The Ultimate Fighter. Seriously. And now he's real fucking out of his mind. The fucking power and all the crazy bullshit he talks about. I'm so cool on fucking Diego Sanchez following me. I'm good on it. It's all good. I mean, and again, all due respect, like Diego's a fucking legend of the sport, but he's fucking out there, Jack.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not. I don't even follow him on Twitter, so I don't care. These two are some silly shit. Diego said he's got fans only coming this winter. I haven't been blocked yet, but I'm working on it.
That's another thing. Can we give up this narrative that OnlyFans is actually for people other than fucking broads? Like this, no, you can be a comedian on OnlyFans. Newsflash, no, you can't. No, you can't. You ain't selling nothing on OnlyFans except for fucking cocksuck videos and pit shots and fucking feet pics and goddamn butthole pit. Like, nobody's signing on to your OnlyFans for your personal fucking joke telling or fucking what the these people are so you can do different things on OnlyFans. Diego, what in the fuck would you possibly be doing on OnlyFans that I would pay you for?
In fact, ask Claudia Gadela how that worked out for her. Okay, she tried to be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna look cute on here." No.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
You got an Instagram. Here. You got an Instagram for that.
You better be showing your goddamn box, or ain't nobody paying you nothing. Fuck.
Oh, fuck. All right, let's see. Okay, what about Nick Viceroni? Both legends. Sure, why not?
I'll be down for that. I mean,
on the same.
There's a lot of guys that Nick would match up well, but there's a lot of those sort of cats that would, between 55 and 70 that would be fun as fuck if Nick just is down and we're going to make this thing happen.
Just most of those guys aren't ranked. Let's be real.
Yeah, sure. I mean, fuck, listen, neither is Nick. Nick's fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah.
Most of the guys that I'd rather see him against don't have a number next to the name.
Yeah. And at least for this first fight to see where he's at.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be good. That would be fine too.
Been on a long time since UFC 183 against Anderson, so I want to see what he's got.
Right.
Okay, I'm still saying Diaz with Diego too. He won. I bet he'd want that win back. Shit. I think Diego won that. So,
that would be fucking crazy.
Right. Maybe the first time I ever said in history, but I'm looking forward to Bellator cards more this weekend than UFC this weekend. Yeah, Bellator. Shout out to Daniel Madrid, the demigod, one of the professors in my professor is there cornering him, Jay Pages, over in Bellator. So shout out to demigod getting his first fight at Bellator. So I'm about to look up that card, but yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna miss it. It's a Friday night card, and they're fucking awful about telling us when, where, and how to fucking watch it. Let's see. MMA fans just hate the women's divisions for the most part, a majority. Okay, yeah. Fucking.
Yeah, they do, and it isn't really fair, but that's real shit.
It's not their fault
because real talk, Michelle Waterson, Angela Hill is gonna be fun. And a lot of people are going to sleep on it because it's two girls they've never heard of. But, people are fucking stupid, man. Real talk. Like, people, everybody was here for the Ronda Rousey show, but then fuckers just dip off like other females can't happen to be good fighters. They're fucking stupid.
Exactly. Did you see, I guess Michelle Waterson must have given Dana White props off the video that he made for Cheeto at his little fucking convention online.
Yep.
And she was getting a lot of shit. Angela Hill commented on it. She goes, I can't wait to punch your ass.
Yeah.
That shit made me laugh so hard. I was like, oh, but for real, Michelle started getting some actual hate. That shit was wild to me.
People are so
what the fuck?
Dog. Most of y'all shouldn't get the vote. Real talk. Most of y'all, I wish this podcast was being seen by thousands of people so thousands of y'all could hear me tell y'all that most of y'all ain't shit and that y'all are dumb as fuck and y'all shouldn't have the right to vote. Like, what people out there care? Like, I love Jorge Masvidal and dude supports Trump and I couldn't give a shit less. Okay. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, Michelle Waterson supports Trump. So the fuck what? Color me a little surprised. But and was I rooting for Angela Hill before? Yeah. Am I rooting for her a little more now? Sure. Am I going to like tweet her and get mad and be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I don't give a fuck who you support politically, bro. I don't care if you believe in Jesus or the fucking Loch Ness Monster. I don't give a fuck, man. Honestly, I'd rather you believe in the Loch Ness Monster. That makes you kind of interesting. Like, I'm not like, oh, we don't align morally, so I'm going to not like you. Who gives a flying fuck, man? They're fighters. That ain't your fucking kid's role model. Fuck off with your stupid fucking political opinion. Yeah, not to say I'm not one of these guys either. Just quickly, they're like, oh, don't blend. Give your political opinion.
Sure.
I just don't give a fuck. Like, I don't, like Trump, don't like you, fucking hate him. Like, wear your shirts and shit. I'm not about to see that shit and get offended. I don't give a fuck. Like, when I'm trying to figure out what I think about politics, I am not looking to the MMA sphere. All due respect to all these ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even looking to old Joe Rogan, who I think is a very smart man. I'm trying to figure the shit out on my own. Like, I'm not sure as fuck ain't looking to Nick Diaz or Nate Diaz to see what they think about the fucking candidates.
Nope, nothing like that. So, exactly. Stop putting people that are, up on a pedestal thinking their opinions mean shit just because they're famous. So relax with that shit. Okay, pick up a book, Pick up something, read, educate yourself, and then make up your own opinion. That's what makes me laugh about these people that bitch about the NBA having Black Lives Matters and taking knees and shit. Like, I don't want politics in my fucking shit. I'm like, first of all, that ain't politics. That's a protest if you want to get technical about it. But second of all, I've been watching it and I barely noticed the words on the fucking court. Who cares?
You couldn't identify yourself as a fucking racist any easier than having a problem. Yo, I swear, you can tell some motherfuckers ain't never struggled or grew up in a bad area or something. Right. Like, bro, I could not care less about some of the shit that people care about. Like, even if it was something that I disagreed with, I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever, man. I don't. Yeah. Who gives a shit what they put on their shorts, dog? Like, especially if it's just like something that's like for them. I mean, the Proud Boys and the KKK are a thing. I don't give a fuck. Support them. Like, I won't like you. I'll have my opinion about you, but like, I'm not gonna fucking tweet you or fucking protest you and shit. I don't give a shit. Dude, support whatever the fuck you want to support. I don't give a fuck. Who cares?
I got bigger fish to fry in my own personal life to give a fuck about what anyone else thinks about their bullshit.
Right. Like, y'all are real fucking bored out there, man. Who cares?
Right. People that go out of their way to say some shit about it, I'm like, okay, all right, chill. Like, whatever. How do you guys feel about Michael Chandler possibly joining the UFC? And if he does, who would you guys like to see welcome him? And I like this one already. Paul Felder.
Ooh, I mean, look, 55 is a goddamn Shark Tank, so we could have a whole fucking podcast on who Michael Chandler should fight first. But for the sake of not killing it, because we're towards the end here, yeah, Paul Felder fucking is fine by me, Jack. That's a good one. Fine fucking pick, Jack.
Drew says, will Jan Sterling ever be booked? I'll tell you what, if Dana doesn't announce anything by like January, no, it'll be TJ. It'll be TJ versus Jan. Somehow Sterling will get fucked out of that. But it needs to get booked soon.
It better. We still got some big cards coming this year. It'll get booked before the end of the year.
Right. I'm broken goes, you think you're old enough to hear these dirty words? She was like, I guess so. Look, man, he can handle it. He's on the internet. Look, Drew, you need to understand one thing about the internet, dude. It is an unforgiving fucking place, and no one cares.
Okay? How old is that? How old is this gentleman?
I have no idea, but watching his stream, he's a young cat. I don't know, but he don't know shit. To be just being very respectful, he ain't got no experience on anything just yet.
Listen, young man, tune in every Wednesday night, 9:30. Not only will you hear some good shit about MMA, but Daddy Fred will teach you a little bit about life too. It's gonna be rough, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, but this is the shit that you need to know.
The fact that we're gonna keep it real with you means we like you, so just chill. All right. Fred's mad his OnlyFans isn't taking off.
Listen, hey, you motherfuckers better be glad I ain't on OnlyFans, because if I was on OnlyFans, I wouldn't be shy showing my big hog on OnlyFans. My OnlyFans will be taking off, because I'd be stroking that big fucking dick for all the goddamn gays in Ireland.
What fight was it that you? I forgot who was gonna win. If someone won, you gonna put a dick on Twitter.
It was Connor. It was Connor.
Right, and then you fucking did it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I did it. Everybody talked all that shit about Connor. I ain't gonna do this. And I'm like, after he knocks him out in the first round, I'm tweeting a picture of my dick for all y'all to suck. Bigger shit. He knocked him out in the first round. I gotta admit, after it happened, I was like, fuck me. Now I gotta fucking do it.
Oh fuck. Let's see. Cancel Fred. Hashtag cancel Fred. I'm going off the little political thing. Let's see what else we got. Oh shit! Look at that. 13.
Well, damn, son, you are real young.
I have a kid your age, dog. So okay.
I got a fucking daughter older than you, so you'll be looking up none of my information.
Welcome to the team, brother. It's all good. All right. Let's see. What else we got? All right. Let's talk about this weekend's cards. We're already overtime. So, oh god damn it, fucking Brando, Fred. God damn it, I'm gonna make you the ghetto Tony Robbins. Yes,
I'll fucking take it.
Oh my god,
ghetto heathens whipped into shape.
That is the best. Drew, fucking Google Tony Robbins. You know what we're talking about. But yeah. All right. This weekend's card very quickly. Kicking off, it's on ESPN Plus, 3 p.m. Pacific time and 6 p.m. Eastern time. Sabina Mazo against Justine Kish, who's still fighting somehow. Brian Barberena, Phoenix boy, now I think out of, I don't know, Montana, Connecticut. He moved somewhere else. Against Anthony Ivy. Brock Weaver, who's the guy who's like talking about dogfighting should be okay or some shit like that. It was being weird. taking on Frank.
He's the dude that fucking looks like Tekashi 6ix9ine, right?
Yeah, exactly. No one could tell what the fuck's going on with that dude. Taking on Frank Camacho. Alexander Romanov, undefeated, taking on Roque Martinez. Bobby Green coming off an actual decision win, taking on Alan Patrick.
That's a fucking dogfight right there.
Yeah, and so is this one for the Steamroller Favola taking on Roosevelt Roberts. These two fights right here, worth watching for sure.
Fun fights.
Julia Avila against Tajara Eubanks.
Good fight. Okay, the score ain't as bad as I thought it was actually.
Yeah, and then Matthew Christopher Schnell against Tyson Nam. Tyson Nam's always fun to watch to me. All right, main card kicking off at 5 p.m. Pacific time. It's 8 p.m. Eastern time. First fight of the night. Billy Quarantillo against Cal Nelson. Yeah, it's a slow build up. Ed Herman's still doing it against Mike Rodriguez.
Ed Herman, holy
Ed
shit.
Herman. Roxanne Modafferi taking on KGB Lee. I forgot about KGB.
Roxy is like the female fucking Nil Magny.
Yeah,
she's a great person. And somehow I think she's trash, but she just be low-key winning fights despite my thinking. So, shout out to Roxy for always proving me wrong and sticking it in my ass every time.
Every fucking time I pick against her, she wins.
I swear.
Seriously. Co-main event, Ottman Azaitar against Kama Worthy. Worthy's always fun to watch. I enjoy him.
Yeah, Kama Worthy, I think, is the one that what we're trying to see what's doing here. Well,
right.
The other guy's undefeated too, but Kama Worthy, I got my eye on.
Worthy, this is his showcase. The time to show something.
Yeah.
Then the main event, Michelle Waterson, Karate Hottie taking on Angela Hill. Damn, for 34, Michelle looks good as fuck. And so does Angela Hill. But Michelle Waterson versus Angela Hill in a fight that's actually gonna be fucking good. Quit shitting on it, folks, because it's not Calvillo versus I. Solid fucking fight, two fun strikers. I'm a big fan of Waterson using her little like front kick as a jab, her little side kick as a jab. She goes straight up with that shit and it lands. But Angela Hill is one of the better strikers in that division. So I'm hoping we don't get like a cancel out and just ground game the whole time. But I think we're gonna get a lot of scrambles if it goes to the ground.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something right now. And I don't want to fucking jinx it. And I very well might, but I'm probably pretty sure that I'm not important enough to work any sort of real jinxes into the world. So we're good. This fucking fight right here might very well end up being one of the best female fights y'all have ever seen.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't want to get too crazy with the hyperbole, but I'm telling you, man, if these ladies do not come out and get gun shy, and if they perform like I know they can, do not be surprised. Is this 3 or 5 rounds?
It should be 5. I believe it was 3, and then somehow they signed for 5, but they can both do it.
I hope it's 5.
Yeah.
Son, we might have ourselves another fucking Joanna Jędrzejczyk Weili Zhang. I mean, these ladies, I don't think motherfuckers really get it, dog. Michelle Waterson is an elite striker. She's a good-looking broad, but they call her the karate hottie for a reason. As you alluded to earlier with them kicks, she's fucking nasty. She can strike. Like, again, I wouldn't quite call her the female Machida, but she's something like it. And Angela Hill is a fucking animal. A straight-up Muay Thai machine that for the last couple years has been refining her game and becoming a real solid striker. Fucking Matt Brown-esque standing elbows, fucking calf kicks, leg kicks, nasty in the clinch with the knees. Like, if these ladies come out and get after it like I think they will, this fucking fight might very well be a fucking classic, man. And if it is, all fucking 32 of y'all watching, you remember that Daddy Fred told you first. Look out for this one. This one might be I think it's going to be a good fight. It might be one of those fucking great fights. It has that sort of potential.
Right. All right. And then since we were talking about Bellator here, and I agree with you on that fight, by the way. That's good. It's a phenomenal fight. I don't understand why a lot of people keep shitting on it, whatever. But I don't know who to pick on that one. I just like the fact that regardless of what the reason was for Angela Hill to say it, when she said, "I can't wait to punch your ass," it was my favorite thing to see on the fucking Instagram that day. And that is going to be a fucking fun fight.
And divisionally relevant, too. If Angela Hill can actually get a finish in this fight, I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and say she's going to do anything to Weili Zhang, but that fight becomes a lot more interesting.
Absolutely. All right. Do I have the right fucking card up here? Hold up a second. Give me a second. Nope, wrong card. Wait, no.
There's 2 Bellator cards this weekend.
Yeah.
Right?
There's one this weekend. There's one Friday and one Saturday.
Reem and
Daniels, right?
Yeah.
So Raymond Daniels, because MMA God's the one that brought it up. Raymond Daniels fighting in Bellator on Friday. Solid. I know he's only, he's young in his career, but he's, I'm gonna take God's word for it. Then Ed Ruth, we know Ed Ruth.
Very, very good kickboxer. Like
right.
very, 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 very fucking good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where I fucking know the name from.
Raymond Daniels. Yeah, he's the fucking MVP sort of Israel Adesanya type character, landing fucking 720 fucking head kicks and shit. He's nasty.
I might have to actually tune in for this one.
Yeah, that kind of loan's worth it.
Hell yeah. Ed Ruth taking on Taylor Johnson. Kat Zingano against Gabby Holloway. That's who she's fighting. Okay. And then Phil Davis with Lyoto Machida.
Okay. Yeah. I see why Homeboy said that that's a UFC's got some real fucking depth on there, but it's a sexy card for Bellator. It's a sexy card for Bellator.
Javier Carvalho, I know that name. Leslie Smith still fucking doing it, taking on Amanda Bell, who also I know from I think Invicta. Yeah. Keith Lee against Vinicius Sani. Tyrell Fortune against Jack May. Okay. All right. Hey, fair enough. Then Saturday nights. Fucking how do I pull? Oh, here we go. Saturday night's card, UFC 246. Our Chuleta versus Mix. This is for the bantamweight belt. Wow, look at this cat. Ross Hilton with the hair, the fucking
holy fuck.
That's a haircut, dog. He's bald. He's balding, but he said fuck it.
Bro, he's got some Larry David. That's a fucking tomato cam for old Davion.
Maybe, but I mean, fucking Ross got 4 inches on this dude.
Is he a ginger too?
I can't tell, man. These pictures are shit. All right,
he looks fucked.
Right, Ty Guetter against George Tokas. That's it for the prelims. Damn, 2 prelims. All right, the main card. Obviously, that's the main event. But Derek Campos against Keanu Diggs. I know Derek Campos. He's dope. Liz Carmouche, that's right. Deanna Bennett. I know that name too. She used to fight Invicta, I think. John Fitch. I fucking didn't know John. Neiman Gracie. That's dope.
Right. That's all right. That's a good fight.
Yeah. And then Juan Archuleta against Patchy Mix. All right. I don't know why they don't have the other one on here. I know the Demigod's on here, but they must not have him on the website. Again, Bellator's god awful in my opinion. God awful at promoting their own goddamn cards. They're just terrible in my opinion. I don't know. All right, man. This is we're out of time. Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Nope. I think we nailed it. We even talked about fucking Bellator. So shout out to them for actually having some fucking events.
We actually fucking made it to Bellator. We never do that. All right. That's gonna do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for hanging out with us. Shout out to MMA Gods Unbroken. Otis, as always, throwing out the facts and everything. Overeem versus John Jones. Maybe back in the day, dude. I don't know about now. Drew, of course, BTS. Make sure you find him on Twitter. Museman, who's in Twitter jail. Sean Mason, fucking head kick. Who else do we have? Oh no, Raider was here for a second, but she was on the Twitter or something. But I my bad, I missed your comment on there. See if I can find it. Oh no, she said to talk about you were mad that your OnlyFans wasn't kicking off.
Yeah.
Woods, as always, appreciate you hanging out, dude. Aaron, Jason Jones. Everyone that tuned in, you guys are the shit. We love the hell out of you guys. SJ, of course. I forgot your name on Twitter, but I know I talk to you all the time. And then I think I said MMA guys already. So, all right. Appreciate the hell out of all you guys. Shout out to everyone that tunes in, listens to us anywhere and everywhere. Of course, KeepItWarsMMA.com. That's for 1983 for Jesse, who's in fucking Vegas this weekend. At Kirby_MMA for Fred. I'm at Eli32. The page is KeepItWarsMMA.com. The sponsors, of course, RipTheWarriors.com is PricePros.com. All right, that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are dope as fuck. We will catch you guys next week. Good night, and good night, Wilshire.